One of the biggest questions that I get with people are, okay, how do I make sure that whatever I'm going to create for a digital product is going to sell? So that is exactly what we're going to go over today in the next 10 minutes. I'm going to show you how to find a title for a product that's actually going to sell, okay? And I thought this was a great interlude into my full digital product starter kit that's coming very soon. So it's going to be a 30-day breakdown. It's going to walk you step by step by step on all the pieces you could possibly need to create your own digital product. So today we're going to focus on how to find a profitable title for your product. So a lot of people come to me and they're like, okay, well, maybe you're like a relationship coach, or maybe your thing is like working on relationships with your husband or whatever. Even if you're not a coach, take this with a grain of salt. You don't have to be an expert to make a digital product. You just have to be 10 steps ahead of the next person, right? I think that's why a lot of people get hung up, and it's just not true. So let's just say that you work on relationship stuff. So maybe you're thinking in your head, you want to create a course on oh my gosh, what's going on? Let's turn it off eraser, Ashley. That's not going to work. Okay. So maybe you're going to create a course on how to have a better marriage. Okay. Now, this is way too broad. Okay. We need to condense it down, and we need to make it super duper niche specific, because the thing with a low product or a low ticket product is that it needs to solve a very specific problem. Okay. And by low ticket, I'm talking a PDF guide, usually valued under $100. And I just realized I wrote that really big. So let's just write it smaller below. So maybe you're doing how to have a better marriage is your idea, okay? Maybe you overcame something in the past. Maybe you were going to get divorced and now you're not, and you're going to teach people how to do that. So that's great, but we need to really bring it in. So maybe we need to break it down, and we're going to say how to have a more loving relationship with your spouse. This is still too broad, okay? Do you see where I'm going with this? That's pretty much just rewording what we already had. So let's keep going. Let's go, and maybe we're going to do, oh my goodness, stop doing that. So what we need to think about is what sort of very specific problem can we solve for someone. So if you were going through marriage, maybe a lot of people, you had kids. And so kids can be a huge strain on your relationship, right? So maybe your super niche specific problem that you're going to solve is going to be how to work through the roommate phase after kids. Sure, Len. I'll be right out. After kids, okay? So this is a very specific problem, okay? This is how to work through that roommate phase after you've had kids and you're kind of just going through the motions, ships in the night, right? You're just kind of doing the dang thing, and this solves a very specific problem for someone. This would sell like hotcakes, okay? And so what I want you to really realize here is that you need, with a low ticket product, you have to be specific, okay? So let's go back up to, I'm running out of room. I need to write smaller, apparently, so that's good to know. So let's think of another sort of encompassing thing that you could niche down on. So what about, so you're still dealing with relationships and working on it with your spouse. So how about we go, so another great one would be how to, yep, you can see what I'm writing. How to keep the spark alive after the honeymoon phase. Okay, that's another really great idea of something super specific that you can teach on, okay? So when you think of your idea, this is how I want you to think. Like, you can start with this. You can start with a broad subject, okay? Because that's great that you have an idea, but then you need to like branch it into smaller subsections, and then we're going to have to like validate and make sure that that course is going to have an audience, right? So we can do this in a couple of ways. Hang on, let me switch over to my screen and I'm going to show you how we can do that. So how do I add my little face back? Because I want to chat with y'all. Hang on. There we go. Hi guys. This is what we're going to do. So we're going to search. Let's just go with the second topic that I use, like how to keep the spark alive after the honeymoon phase. And we're going to type that right into Google. Spark alive after the honeymoon phase. Let's just take a look. So here we go. There's one book. Okay, so maybe that's not the greatest thing to go off of, okay? So this is rules in maintaining and doesn't really have any reviews, so maybe I would nix that idea. So let's go back. How about let's go the roommate phase. We don't want to be too specific here either. Okay, so married roommates. So this has 4.5 stars, 652 reviews. Okay, so there we go. This would be a much better topic to focus on, right? Because there's already a book about it. So we know that there's a market out there for it. It's been sold, at least 652 times because that's how many ratings it has, and it does have 4.5 stars. So obviously it's probably been sold a lot more than that, but from here we know, okay, now we have a market. So if I was doing this course, this would be a green flag for me to go all in. So I hope that you found that valuable. I'm super pumped about working on this course for you, and you are officially on the wait list if you're watching this video. So I hope to see you inside the full 30 days where we're going to walk through actually building this sucker, selling it, setting it up, all the things. And I can't wait because if you're here, you're going to get a wild discount on this course. So I will see you in just a few weeks when we launch and maybe start like getting the gears turning on what kind of digital product that you can create. So, bye.